Calling all Michael Jordan fans, The Last Dance is a sports documentary miniseries based on Michael Jordan's career, specifically his last season with the Chicago Bulls. The series features behind-the-scene moments with the Bulls and additional interviews with various NBA players and officials, aside from Jordan, including Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, Dennis Rodman, and Steve Kerr. While it has some footage that one might expect from a documentary, some points in the mini-series are downright outrageous. Welcome to Trending Ticket, and today we're taking a look at the top 10 most shocking moments from The Last Dance. Number 10. Ways Jordan motivates himself. Starting off the list at number 10 are all the ways that Michael Jordan motivated himself. Playing 82 games a season, plus the extra games in the playoffs, Michael Jordan always found a reason to work hard and play hard. Jordan would look for anything that would fuel and push him to play harder, and he differed from the other players because of the ways that he used to consistently motivate himself to be on top of his game. In fact, Jordan would even make up stories that never happened just so that he would have a reason to get revenge or one-up his opponent. This insight into Jordan's mind tells us that with all of this being said, we could confidently say that no one could ever become another Michael Jordan. But if you thought this was pretty shocking, you should see our number 1 pick. Number 9. Pippen quits on the team. At number 9 was Scottie Pippen's decision to quit on his team. This moment happened during the final seconds of Game 3 in the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals, where the Bulls were playing against the New York Knicks. With 1.8 seconds on the clock and the game tied at 102 points each, Coach Phil Jackson designed the last play for Kukoc to take the game winner, and Pippen was in charge of inbounding the play. Scottie Pippen was furious and was so angered by Phil Jackson's decision to not let him take the potential winning shot that he sat out and refused to enter the game when timeout was over. Kukoc did hit the game winner in the end, but the team was still frustrated over Pippen's behavior. In his most recent interview, Pippen stated that he regretted what he did, and if he was given another chance to change his actions, he probably would have done so. Number 8. Jordan and Pippen beef with Kukoc. Moving to number 8 is the beef between Jordan and Pippen against Kukoc. Jordan and Pippen were openly critical of general manager Jerry Krause. Following the draft of Tony Kukoc, Krause began to have a special focus on the Croatian, grooming him to become the next Bulls superstar. However, from Jordan and Pippen's perspective, Kukoc didn't represent a future teammate and critical cog to the second three-peat. So, Jordan and Pippen found an opportunity to stick it to Jerry Krause during the 1992 Olympics, where the U.S. Dream Team faced against the Croatia team featuring Kukoc. Pippen and Jordan tag-teamed Kukoc, shutting him down in a 103-70 annihilation of Croatia. In the end, Pippen was quoted saying, "It wasn't anything personal about Tony, but we were going to do everything we would to make Jerry look bad." Kukoc would eventually prove to be integral to the Bulls team as he won 3 championships and a 6th Man of the Year between 1996 and 1998. Number 7. Openly mocking Krause. At number 7 are the times that Pippen and Jordan were openly mocking Jerry Krause. The tension between Jerry Krause and his 2-star players Pippen and Jordan was an open secret, as the two did not hide their attempts to undermine the general manager. In fact, both of the players mocked Krause several times in front of his face on several occasions on camera and in public, ranging from jibes about his weight to insults about his height. Pippen's feud with Jerry Krause became so fierce that his mocking towards Krause became increasingly serious and too personal. This led to the final piece of the Jordan era leaving as Krause allowed Pippen to become a free agent and sign with the Houston Rockets. What intense moments, but this has nothing on our number 1 pick, so keep watching. Number 6. Dennis Rodman Vegas Vacation. Taking number 6 on this list is Dennis Rodman's vacation in Vegas. During Episode 3's coverage of the Bulls Championship 97-98 season, we learned that Coach Phil Jackson allowed Dennis Rodman to have a 48-hour vacation, which stemmed off Rodman's feelings of alienation following Scottie Pippen's return. Rodman chose to have his vacation by riding off in a motorcycle into Las Vegas with his girlfriend Carmen Electra. Rodman never stopped partying in Las Vegas as he found himself going to different clubs and bars with his girlfriend. After the 48 hours, Rodman eventually returned to the team, although in not the most punctual fashion. Jordan had to go find him, and when he did, Rodman was still in bed. so Jordan literally had to drag him out of bed, while Rodman's girlfriend Electra was hiding under the couch, embarrassed that Jordan would find them that way. Number 5. Jordan's quote. At number 5 are the quotes that highlighted Jordan's intensity and attitude towards the game and his teammates. Jordan's ability to push his teammates was well chronicled, and his tactics are epitomized by this quote when he says, "Winning has a prize, and leadership has a prize, so I pulled people along when they don't want to be pulled. I challenged people when they don't want to be challenged." There was a notion about Jordan that he was a selfish player, but he said that for all he did, it was for the benefit of the team and he wanted to win the game as much for his teammates than for himself. In his last interview, Jordan became emotional while explaining his aggressive mentality towards his teammates, saying, "That was how I play the game. That was my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, then don't play that way," showing that he was really just helping his teammates and trying to get them to win together. Number 4. Michael Jordan vs. Celtics. During the third Bulls game of the 85-86 season, Jordan suffered a broken left foot, which led to him missing the next 64 games. Michael willed his team into the playoffs with a losing record, and the Bulls barely made it into the playoffs as the 8th seed in the East, matching them against first seed Boston Celtics with the season MVP Larry Bird. The Bulls lost the first game, and so Jordan decided to cool off by playing golf with rival Danny Ainge. After the course, Jordan tells Ainge, "Tell your boy DJ I got something for him tomorrow." Well, MJ is a man of his word, and he gave DJ an electrifying performance, scoring a playoff record high of 63 points. Although the Celtics swept the Bulls in the end, Larry Bird remains astonished to this day, saying, "That wasn't Michael Jordan. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan." Number 3. Death of James Jordan Sr. For number 3 is the unexpected death of Jordan's father, James Jordan Sr. Michael was always close to his father since he was young, acting as his best friend and being a shoulder to lean on. Jordan's motivation to play basketball was his father, and when Jordan heard the news of his father's death, his motivation was shot. The death of his father proved to be so hard for Jordan that he couldn't even do his tie properly. Jordan stated that his father always taught him to take the negative and turn it into a positive, and to always look on the other side of it, and those words helped him to get through the rough parts of his life. Number 2. Jordan retires to play baseball. Taking number 2 on this list is when Jordan retires to play baseball. Following the death of Jordan's father in July 1996, 3 months later, a 30-year-old Michael Jordan announced his retirement from the NBA to the shock of many. Jordan cited a loss of desire to play the game, as well as the death of his father, as the major factors in his decision. Media outlets from large to small gathered in the Bulls training facility to hear the announcement of one of the most popular and one of the greatest athletes in the NBA. What was even more shocking was Jordan's second announcement, where he spoke of his intention to move to baseball. Jordan had dreamed of playing baseball ever since he was a child, and he even recounted that it was his father's vision to see his son Michael becoming a baseball star. Jordan would never make it to Major League Baseball, and he would quit in 1995 due to the baseball strike. Later on, Jordan would also announce his return to the NBA with 2 words: "I'm back." Number 1. Father's Day Championship. Rounding off the list at number 1 is the Bulls' Father's Day Championship. After coming out of retirement in March of 1995 and finding himself at the end of a loss against the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals, the hungry and competitive spirit finally found itself again in Michael Jordan. We saw it in Chicago's 1996 Finals win in 6 games against the Seattle Supersonics, where Jordan averaged 27 points in 42 minutes per game, bringing home the Finals MVP and securing the Bulls' 4th NBA championship. But it wasn't his play that made the championship memorable, but the date that overtook the occasion. It was June 16, 1996, Father's Day. Jordan was motivated to win for his father, since he was used to playing his basketball games with his father in the audience. As such, Jordan dedicated the championship to his father, who had passed away a few years ago. Which of these moments from The Last Dance do you agree with? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then you'll enjoy our other video on the top 10 goals in the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we come out with more awesome videos.